Welcome. Here's a look inside of the NSPIRE Case Management System, or CSM. And today what we're going to look at is how to create and utilize custom views within the Deficiencies Review tab or page. Assuming that you've logged into the CSM using your own user ID and password, when we open the Deficiencies tab, we're presented with a default view or list named All. This lists all deficiencies for all properties in your portfolio that are presently housed in the CSM, and as you have more inspections occurring over time, this will grow to be quite large. The initial list starts with a column containing sequential numbers, followed by a deficiency name or QR number for an individual defect record. This is followed by columns labeled Property ID, Property Name, Building Address, Deficiency Location, Location, Status, Exam Inspection Number, Created Date, and Last Modified Date. You'll notice that as of June 20th, 2024, the date of this video, the building address and deficiency location fields are generally pretty useless. They don't really contain the information we would have expected to find there. Whether this is due to inspector error in data entry or poor database design, we're hoping this will be resolved soon, and I do find this is the case with almost every inspection record. What I'd like to show you today, however, is how to create your own customized views on this deficiencies page, so you can access the available information in more useful ways according to your own needs. So let's start by clicking on the settings icon, the little gear or cog, and selecting clone. This will allow us to copy the existing list labeled all. We'll give this a new name. We'll call it new view and we'll click save. Now we can select fields to display. We go back to the gear or cog, select fields to display. I'm going to get rid of some of the fields that I find useless. Property ID, for example, building address and location as they exist at present, the exam inspection number, and a few other fields. Then I'm going to add and sort some fields so that I end up with a list that goes something like deficiency name or QR number, property name, NSPIRE standard, which is similar to what we used to call inspectable item with some differences, deficiency details, which is actually the defect type, deficiency comments, which is the inspector's manual comment, room location, and status. We can now add a filter to limit the content of this list. As the list of inspection grows, so does the list of defects. So this could eventually grow to tens of thousands of lines of data. We typically only want to view a list of defects pertinent to one property, or to maybe view all of our overdue mitigation uploads, for example. Our first filter for demonstration purposes is just a filter to limit the list to one property at a time. In this case, I'll filter the list to only show property names containing the letters REG. That limits us to just Regina Manor. Now I could add more filters to accomplish different tasks. In this case, I'll create a filter to show only defects with a status of acknowledged but not mitigate. I can add a few more fields to the list if I like. Maybe it would also be useful to see our corrective time frame for these defects. I can add that field. I can, by the way, sort by certain types of criteria in these fields like time frame, but other fields like the deficiency comments don't allow me to sort. So if I want to sort according to those fields that don't allow sorting, the solution is to copy this entire list into an Excel spreadsheet. I can select everything in the list, copy it, and then paste it into a blank spreadsheet. I'm assuming that viewers know how to select, copy, and paste. Once you've pasted this into a spreadsheet, if you have checkboxes like I've got here, you can get rid of all of those by using Excel shortcut keys. Select the column where those boxes appear, use the shortcut Alt-H, F as in Frank, D as in David, S as in save, B as in boy, and then click OK. Alt-H-F-D-S-B and click OK. Or you can go to your Find and Replace menu, select Find Special, check the box for Objects, and then click OK. Then you can delete unnecessary rows and columns, adjust your column widths to make this easier to read, maybe rename the columns to your liking as I'm doing here, and pretty soon you've got a useful list of issues that you can sort according to type of defect, correction time frame, mitigation status, whatever you'd like to do. So I encourage you to go ahead and experiment with this a little bit on your own. Email me if you've got questions. I promise you that I answer emails generally within 24 hours. And also let me know if you think it would be useful for me to provide a webinar on how to utilize the case management system. This is Michael Gant for REAC Guru. Thanks for watching.